Most people think crochet is just blankets and beanies. They have no idea what's actually possible with a hook and some yarn. Because right now, crochet girl frocks are having a moment. And not the kind where something is trending for a week and disappears. We're talking about handmade designs that are showing up on style pages, in content, and on real girls who just want to wear something nobody else has. And if you crochet, or you're thinking about learning, this is the video that's going to show you exactly what's possible. We're going through the latest new design ideas for crochet girl frocks this year, from simple silhouettes you can actually finish to more detailed builds that look like they cost way more than they did. Everything in this video is handmade, everything is doable, and by the end, you're going to have a full picture of what direction you want to take your next project. Let's get into it. Before we jump into the actual designs, let's talk about why crochet frocks specifically are getting so much attention right now, because a lot of people are sleeping on this category. Think about what a frock is. It's a dress, usually something light, something with a little shape to it, something you'd put on for a warm afternoon or a birthday party, or just because you want to look put together without trying too hard. Now imagine that same silhouette, but every single inch of it was made by hand with a hook, stitch by stitch. That's what we're talking about. And the reason people love handmade crochet frocks is because they're one of a kind. You cannot walk into a store and buy what we're going to talk about today. You make it. You choose the yarn, you choose the color, you choose how long it is, how the neckline sets, whether it has sleeves or not. Every single decision is yours. That's not something fast fashion can give you. Now let's get into the designs. The first style that's really standing out in 2025 is the layered petal frock. This one looks complicated, but it's actually built on a very simple base. You start with a basic fitted bodice, usually worked in rows or rounds, depending on whether you're making it flat or in the round. The magic happens when you start adding the skirt layers. Instead of crocheting one solid skirt panel, you make individual petal shapes and attach them in overlapping layers. Each petal is usually just a simple oval or leaf shape with a little texture stitched into it, something like a shell stitch or a fan stitch running down the center. When you layer 3 or 4 rounds of these petals going around the body, the frock starts to look almost like a flower from far away. For little girls especially, this design is absolutely stunning. In soft pinks, lilacs, or even a creamy white, it looks like something you'd see at a garden party. Parents go crazy for it. And if you're selling your work, this is the kind of piece that photographs beautifully and moves fast. The second design trending right now is the granny square frock. Now, before you roll your eyes, because yes, granny squares have been around forever, hear me out. The way people are using them in 2025 is completely different from what you're imagining. Instead of the classic multicolored square your grandmother had on her couch, people are doing monochrome or two-tone granny squares, one color for the center, one slightly lighter or darker shade for the rounds around it. When you join these together into a frock shape, you get this beautiful geometric pattern that looks modern and intentional, not old-fashioned at all. The silhouette people are going for with this style is usually a loose A-line shape, wider at the bottom, a little relaxed through the body. For girls, this works really well because it's comfortable and easy to move around in, which matters a lot for kids who don't want to feel restricted. You can finish the neckline with a simple single crochet border and add tiny button closures at the back if you want a more polished look. What makes this design special is how versatile it is. You can make a full-length version that hits the ankle for a more formal occasion, or a shorter version above the knee for something casual. Same pattern, totally different energy depending on the length you go with. The third style getting a lot of love right now is the crochet sun frock with an open back. This one is a bit more of a summer statement. The front is usually simple, maybe a solid panel with some shell stitch texture running vertically down the center, But the back is where things get interesting. Instead of a closed back, you leave it largely open, with just a few decorative straps or a lattice pattern connecting the two sides. It might be a row of chains looped through small rings, or a crisscross strap design that you attach at intervals down the spine. The effect is dramatic without being too much. This design works really well in cotton yarn because cotton is breathable and holds its shape well. If you're making this for a little girl for summer, something in a soft coral, a warm yellow, or even a sage green is going to look beautiful. The open back also means it's cooler to wear, which matters when it's hot outside.
For the finishing, a lot of makers are adding a small crochet flower or bow at the top of the back opening, right between the shoulder blades. It's a small detail, but it ties the whole thing together. The fourth design is one that's been showing up a lot in handmade spaces online this year, and that's the tiered ruffle frock. This is exactly what it sounds like, a simple fitted top, and then the skirt is made up of 3 or 4 horizontal tiers that each have a ruffle edge. Each tier is slightly wider than the one above it, so the skirt naturally flares out as it goes down. The ruffle is usually made by crocheting into every other stitch with a longer stitch, which creates that soft wave effect along the bottom of each tier. It doesn't require a special pattern to make it work, just an understanding of increases and how to attach each tier cleanly to the one above it. This design is one of the most popular for toddler and baby frocks specifically. There's something about all those layers that looks incredibly sweet on a small child. In white cotton with a little embroidery or flower detailing added by hand, it's the kind of thing people ask to buy before you've even finished making it. Now let's talk about yarn choice for a second, because this makes a huge difference in how any of these frocks turn out. For baby and toddler frocks, you almost always want something soft against the skin. A cotton blend or a bamboo blend works well because it's smooth, it's breathable, and it's easy to wash. Babies need clothes you can throw in the machine without stressing about it. For older girls or decorative pieces, you have more freedom. You can use a slightly thicker yarn for more structure, or a yarn with a little sheen to it if you want the frock to look more special occasion. Mercerized cotton gives you that slightly glossy finish that photographs really nicely and makes the stitches pop in a way that regular cotton doesn't. Avoid anything too fuzzy or textured for these designs because you want the stitch detail to be visible. That's the whole point of a crochet frock. The craftsmanship should be front and center, and if the yarn is too busy, it hides all your work. The fifth design idea for this year is something a little different from what we've covered so far. It's the crochet frock with fabric lining, and this is something more experienced makers are doing to take their work to the next level.